Hey everybody, it's me, Budget Pumpkin, and it has been a long time since I've talked to you. I'm glad to be getting back on the wagon and making videos for you. It's always been an accountability piece. I do the videos, it holds me accountable, and not doing the videos, I haven't been very accountable lately. So my husband actually said, hey, it's been a long time since you've done a video, so maybe you should do one. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So today we are actually going to do a budget with me. So if you want to kind of see where we're at after taking a little bit of time off, please stay tuned and we'll get into it. Hi everybody, my name is Wendy and this is my channel, Budget Pumpkin. I'm on a journey to becoming debt-free, and I'm going to do that by making better financial decisions, one baby step at a time. On this channel, we're going to talk about things like budgeting, cash stuffing, planning, dealing with debt, and some savings challenges. If you'd like to follow along, please subscribe, like, and make a comment in the video. Thanks for being here. Okay, so first of all, thank you for being here and thank you for watching. I had a crazy first few months of the year. I've had 3 people who were very close to me passed. That was a big reason. I'm a big believer, and I can't do too many things, and I can't pour from an empty cup. So something kind of had to go while I was dealing with those parts of my life. Also, my dog, who would sometimes randomly bark in our videos, he also passed away in January. So we won't be hearing from him, but it's very sad. I would rather have him here barking, but it was his time to go. So that also happened. And then I have been through some health things. I've been, had a hospital visit, some different things happened. The good news is that I am okay right now, and I'm going to be okay. We just had some things that I had to work through health-wise. So sometimes I feel like when you're going through a lot of things, something has to give, and creating content had to give. I didn't fall too hard off the wagon, but we did fall off the wagon a bit. So we're getting back to it. At the encouragement really of my husband, because he really said, you know, you need to do that again, because it really helps you, and it really does. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being my accountability partners on this journey for us. So let's get into our budget with me. So just to take a quick review, these are the budget sheets. They are available for download in my Etsy shop. But we're looking at income. Our bills pretty much are the same. Our credit card debt is pretty much the same. We're going to keep paying $2,000 a month on our minimum payments. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of still practicing some camera angles and things. Let's see, so $2,000 for minimum credit card payments. That's going to be around for a while until we get a lot of this debt paid off. Subscriptions, that is still accurate. I don't see where we have anything extra here. All of these, I'll end up redoing this. Our dog fund obviously is not there anymore, so we're gonna we'll figure out a new budget, but we'll do it together. I think that the more times I go through my methodology, especially if you're new to the channel, it helps you, and it also helps me. And then our gas, groceries, his money, my money, and date night money, I'm trying to keep all of that the same. So this is on a monthly basis. So we're pretty much where we were before. This is our bill calendar. And I do have this filled out. So Today is the 21st of April. We just got paid today. So, we are not a month ahead. I was really excited for that to happen in December, and I talked about it a lot, and, we ended up having to not be a month ahead because we needed, the money to pay bills and other things, medical debts and things of that nature. So, we are not a month ahead. So, we get paid today on the 21st, and we have to cover everything from the 21st of April through May 4th when we get paid again. So we're going to take these. Actually, I do have a list, but you know, you can take these out and look at them and see. This is our monthly budget. So what we'll do soon is we will go through and we'll gather to do a new monthly budget, where we just, this is kind of like our discovery pages here, where we kind of think about what's in our budget, and then this is kind of where we lay it out on a single sheet of paper. What we are going to be working on today is our paycheck cash flow worksheet. Remember that cash flow is very, very important. I'm going to move this so I can move that up further. There we go. If I can get in. I think that might be good. That might be our last camera adjustment. So, so we are looking at this, our pay period, or our pay date. Our pay date is April 21st. And we have to cover all the way through May 4th. So, and if you're new to the channel, just so you know, I do use our real numbers. I don't have time to make up a fake budget to budget. I just budget. So you're getting the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you've been around for a while, you know that I love to color code. So our income is green. And this will go pretty quick because, again, math is hard, and I have my sheet already written out with my numbers already written out, and then we can kind of discuss the reasons why I kind of decided to do what I do. Your budget is your budget. It's personal to you. I can't tell you what's right or wrong with your budget. I can just share with you how I do mine, and then you know, you can take from that what you will. So for income, so my husband's check was $1,827.02. My check was $1,481.41. Now, my check is low, and the reason that it's low is because my boss overpaid me like 16 hours of overtime on my last paycheck, and I had to pay that back on this paycheck. So I did save the difference. I saved $500 in the bank from my last check. And what I did was I pulled $250 out to help cover the expenses for this week. And hopefully I can save the other $250. We'll see. So that's from our savings. Our total income is $3,558.43. So we're going to put that down here. Okay, so that's our income. Our bills. And I think I flipped the bills and the credit cards at one time. I think the bills used to be blue, but maybe we'll fix that next year because I already started it in my planner for this year. So I'm going to keep going with the same theme. And if you're not familiar with what I do is I use it like the 6 categories. So income, bills that we have to pay just to maintain a household. This is debts and credit cards, subscriptions, sinking funds that we keep in the bank. So this is money that we're saving for something we keep in the bank. And then this is our sinking funds that we withdraw in cash. And then this box right here is our totals. So we kind of reconcile everything down here. So for bills, on 4/25, we have to pay our mortgage. And that's $1,100. And then on 5/1, we have to pay our internet. And that's $90. Now, when I initially did this, I was at work and I didn't have access to our numbers for what 1 month of expenses and a half a month of expenses is. Because we are paid bi-weekly and we get paid on the same day. I take a half of a month of expenses from each check. If I'm under, I save that amount, and if I'm over, then I have that amount in the savings that I can pull out. So a half a month of expenses is $1,228. I estimated when I was at work, I knew it was close to this number, but I actually thought it was $1,238, so I put $1,240. So I actually put into our savings $50. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So I saved $50, so that brings us to $1,240 for our bills. So this $50 will go towards bills later in the month of May. We tend to be, our bills are kind of spread through the month amount-wise, but our credit cards are not. So sometimes it gets a little weird. So I'm going to enter that down here. And then what you can do, what I like to do is when I'm doing this, my draft, for me, I will take a pencil and then reconcile. So after I pay the bills, we have $2,318.43 left. And I use a pencil. Oh, you can see it. I use a pencil because then that way I can go back and make adjustments if I need to. Okay, our next category is going to be our credit cards. When we started this journey in September, we had about $52,000 in credit card debt, and then we will pay some down, and then we will have an emergency and have to use the credit cards again. So we haven't made a whole ton of traction on the credit cards. Once it gets to the end of the month, end of April, or maybe like the 1st of May, I'm going to go through, get all the balances, get all the interest rates, update everything, and then I will do a separate YouTube on our credit card situation. I will say it really hasn't changed, I don't think, too much, but we also have additional medical debt that we've incurred with the things that have been going on. So we're not in like a super awesome situation, but we're kind of treading water with it. I'd like to get a little bit more traction if we can, but we'll see what we can do once, we just evaluate and move on, right? So the only credit card that you actually have to pay between now and May 4th is due on 5/2, and that's credit card number 1, and that's $650. Now, if we look at what a half a month of bills is for credit cards, it's $1,000. So that means I have to save $350 because I know I'm going to need that later in the month. And so this will balance out to $1,000. With if you're not watching your cash flow, like if you're paid bi-weekly or twice a month, and maybe your bills are front loaded or back loaded, if you're not, you know, I could pay these bills till they're due and then not worry, and I could spend that extra $400. But the problem is if I don't save it now, then I'm going to run into problems later on down the line when I need that money later in the month. So let's see, 23,1843 minus 1,000 is $1,318.43. So this is where we are after we pay our credit debt. Okay, our next category is subscriptions. And subscriptions are purple. Subscriptions are pretty much anything like our Amazon membership. I take a year of that, add it up, divide it, and save that amount each month. Anything like Amazon, Costco, streaming services. We've got, I think, Hulu and Disney Plus. We have Spotify. My husband and I both have Spotify, and I literally couldn't make it through my work day without Spotify. So we'll go through. I'm going to update our subscription list and kind of cancel out what we need to cancel. And then I'm going to do an updated subscription list in another video. So for our subs, altogether, we needed $270 out of this check. And stuff kind of got moved around, so not everything is gonna hit this half of a month. I've done good at keeping these two up with it, but this stuff down here, I'm kind of off. So I'm gonna end up making some adjustments as we go through. Let's see, so after that we have $1,048.43. So that's where we are here. Okay, and then my next category is yellow. These are the sinking funds that we keep in the bank. So right now we put for our driver's license and plates, I'm putting $30 a month away, so that's out of this check. And then we did have a little bit of overspending, but it wasn't horrible. And then also medical, and that was $218.43. And whenever I have like odd money, like in the income, I try and just put it in here and save it somewhere in the bank. So our total here is $248.43. And that leaves us with $800 to go into the next category. And that would be our last category. That's our cash stuffing category. Okay, so for what we're going to stuff in cash, and I'm going to do that in a separate video. One, because I like to keep my videos shorter, because they're, I don't know, I have a shorter attention span. The hour-long videos I have a really hard time with. The other reason is that it seems to be easier to like edit and get the videos uploaded if they're separate. So I'm going to film that video next, but I'm probably going to post it like the day after this one posts. So, groceries, and that's $300 for 2 weeks. This one, I just like, I hemmed and I hawed. It was really hard. I did have a $100 a week grocery budget. I had to bump it up to $300. Stuff's just getting a little bit too expensive, and we've eaten through a lot of the stuff that we had in our freezer. So it was time to bring that up. Gas is $200. And that's pretty much stayed the same. And then my husband, me, and date night, we each get $100. And this is one of the things that we agreed to, that even though we're trying to pay off debt and all that, we agreed that we need to prioritize each other in our relationship and have a date night, whether we do like a better date every other week, or we save up, or, you know, maybe we just go out to eat together. It's basically like $50 a week. We have to do that. So the total here is $800. So 800, and that matches this. So our total expenses, if we add all of these up, are $3,558.43, and we balance out to zero. I do use what's called a zero-based budget, where every dollar has a job, every penny has a purpose. It could be a savings job, it could be waiting to pay something later, it could be for something fun, but whatever it's allocated for, we allocate every penny, so that way we know what's coming in, what's going out. I like this because I tend to not over budget and overspend, and it tends to work out better for the two of us. I cash stuff the categories that I cash stuff, because these are the categories, especially like with our personal spending money or dining out, these are our biggest budget busters. Like it's super easy to just go to the grocery store and buy everything and spend $500, and you have a bunch of snacks and no meals or something like, you know, like that, and you're still eating out. So this is where we are for this week. Thank you for being here. If you're a subscriber, thank you really for being here and letting me get caught up with my life. And if you're new, I hope you want to subscribe and still stay around. Again, all of you are my accountability partners, and I feel so much better doing this with all of you here. And I love your messages on like YouTube and everything, because it helps keep me motivated to do this. And this is what we need to do. We need to be constantly looking at our money to get out of the situation we're in. So thank you so much. Goodbye, and have a wonderful night.